click this button here. And there we go. We're live. Yes, indeed. All right. Greetings, everyone. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and you know what? That's very important. These woods are quite dangerous out here. All sorts of things could happen to a bear. Bear was actually kind of enjoying his Thanksgiving the other night. While everybody was out, filled up with tryptophan and everything, Bear kind of crawled around a little bit and, got up to the windowsills there with the beautiful pie and, started to dig right on in. Enjoyed it very much. Yes, he did. Headed back into the woods just a little bit and, I tell you what, maybe it was the pie, maybe it was the fermented berries out there or something like that. But man, oh man, I tell you what, later in the evening, I'll tell you what, it was like a quarter inch, maybe half an inch one way or the other. Bear might not be here. Bear might not be here. So, hey, he's just thankful to be here. Thankful to be all in. I don't know. What am I trying to say here? Just thankful to be here. So, hey, hello, everybody. Very thankful for that and everything. So, all right. Well, we're going to go ahead, try and hopefully have this where it's working this time. Last time, Bear kind of, I don't know, maybe about 5 minutes through, all of a sudden started to, the stream died on me just a little bit there. So, I had to cut it early. So, we're back. We're back here to kind of do some, what was this? Punchline. We got our punchline here, and of course, Chrono Mechanics as well. Going head to head. Figure out maybe which one is the better one. I think Punchline kind of came out last year, but, Bear's a little bit slow about it, and finally got around to checking it out just a little bit there. But, all right. Let's see if Bear's actual... This is still streaming. Yes, okay. Stream is excellent. All right. Let's see. Let's get right on into it. In addition, I've actually got a nice little Thanksgiving story here for you guys. Let me minimize this and click on this other thing to get all that going. Where is it here? Let's see here. Display capture. There we are. All right, and we'll go to it here. Let's get to it. Nice little. Here we are. There we are, nice little Thanksgiving meal with a bunch of people with a bunch of guns. So, Bear wasn't there. I tell you what, Bear wasn't there. But a nice little story. Let's get into it here. In Washington, in a tradition that has spanned world wars, small deployments, and everything in between, the Pentagon has put up its logistical prowess into action again this year in order to fly, ship, and drive 131 tons of Thanksgiving meals to troops overseas this year. Despite the lowest troop level in Afghanistan in almost 2 decades, holy cow, there's still tens of thousands of troops stationed overseas this year, and they'll work their way through hundreds of thousands of pounds of turkey, beef, shrimp, pies, and sweet potatoes, much like Bear, at bases from Iraq to Honduras and even Japan. Yes, indeed. It goes on, it says, the Pentagon's Defense Logistics Agency, as usual, has been in charge of making it happen. He says, food is emotional. Yes, food is emotional. And this year, more than ever, it's so important that DLA troop support got the turkeys, hams, and all the trimmings to our troops wherever they are stationed. Our supply chain takes the holidays very seriously. Our troops are far away from home, and they definitely look forward to their meal. Disappointing them is not an option. No, it's not. You don't want to get in between somebody very hungry on, possibly firearms. Yes, indeed. Let's see. It says, this year we'll not see the large mess hall gatherings typical of the holidays thanks to the Wu flu. And they'll be in grab and go, but the food will remain the same. The change in the dining routine will mean the holidays will look quite different this year for everyone, said General Gavin Lawrence. What a name. But even with the lack of large gatherings, we want to make sure that they get a taste of home no matter where they are in the world. And for some reason, my mouse keeps going in and out. I don't know why. All right. Let's see. It says, okay. This year, the service members around the world received 9,000 whole turkeys. Holy cow. 1,000 pounds of roasted turkeys, 74,000 pounds of beef, 21,000 pounds of ham. Holy cow, 67,000 pounds of shrimp, 16,000 pounds of sweet potatoes, 19,000 pounds of pies and cakes. I actually saw Uncle E's video the other day, so maybe he had a little bit to do with that. 19,000 pounds of pies and cakes and 7,000 gallons of eggnog. Ooh, that's interesting. Eggnog. But no salmon. There's no salmon in there. There's no salmon. That's all right. More for beer. And, of course, for some reason, the mouse isn't working. There we are. And it goes on and it talks about what they did last year as well. So, holy cow, let me tell you what. 67,000 pounds of shrimp. That's a lot of shrimp. I mean, that's actually more than the turkeys. More than the turkeys. And a lot of beef as well. It doesn't really say what kind of beef. Steaks, hamburgers, I don't know. Maybe just a slide of beef as well. Very good. That's for our troops. All right. Let me see if I can get back to the oh, you click on this and you click on that, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. There we are. Oh boy, am I? Oh geez, did I go offline again here? Give me just 1 second, people. I tell you what, every time I try to go read a story, it somehow kicks me offline. Let's see. Oh, hello, Nighthawk. Good to see you. Good to see you here. I hope you're still there. I hope my stream is still healthy. Looks like I've got one of those waiting bars on there. Oh boy, I tell you what, it's not working again. I tell you what. Okay. I think it's starting to work again. All right. Well, anyways, I don't know if that came through. Hello, Nighthawk. How are you doing? He shared this stream out. Oh, thank you very much. And okay. Well, take care, Nighthawk. Nighthawk, he's like a stalker in the night. I tell you what, kind of comes in, does his thing, and then comes out. Yes, he does. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nighthawk, for sharing it out. I hope you people are able to get it. I don't know if it's working or not. It looks like it's actually in the low res mode. So, people just bear with bear for just a moment here. All right. Let's see. I think it's coming back. Well, if it's not coming back, I do thank you for listening to basically nothing, I suppose. I don't know. Anyways, it says excellent. So we'll continue here. Let me go back. Let me get back out to this here real quick. And yeah, it's not. I tell you what, it's not really doing it very well, but we'll continue. We will continue regardless. Let's see. Oops. Wait. Oh boy, was that off the whole time? I don't know. Hold on. Some stuff Bear needs to work through sometimes with the technical stuff behind here. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay. Sorry about that. I had my headphones out. All right, let's see if we can do this here. Let's see if we can, and of course the mouse goes out. All right, display capture. There we are. All right. Anyways, so we had that nice little story. Actually, I've got a whole bunch of stuff here lined up for you folks. Some great stuff here. But sometimes Bear can't do this. When he wants to. Oh, there comes the sun. Finally, the sun comes out. Like for instance, today. I didn't know whether or not it was going to rain or not. We had some stuff moving through, so it's kind of hard to do this stuff out in the woods when you don't know if it's going to rain or not, or destroy your equipment here. So, and of course, all our Wi-Fi connection issues. Anyways, so we've got let me get this a little closer. There we go. We've got a number of tabs that Bear had here for great news stories. Different stuff, but some of them might be a little bit out of date, like the. I don't know if some of you have heard about the mysterious monolith. It's kind of neat. Let's see, when was this? The 21st that Bear did this. Had it stored in his his bookmarks there. But I think it kind of came out that it was like a movie prop or something like that. So I don't know. I don't know how well, a lot of people kind of clicked onto that and everything. So, you try to do the kind of avant-garde news stories there. And, when people kind of all of a sudden start talking about it, it gets a little bit, you're like, hey, now it's mainstream. It's not avant-garde. There was another one as well. There was this guy with the sea scooter that tried to evade the FBI. That was actually a pretty good one, but I think a lot of people got in on that as well. So we also did the Italian police used Lamborghini Huracan to transport kidney 300 miles in just 2 hours. Ah, yes, that was we actually did that one on the last stream. I don't know if that came through. I don't know if that one came through. Had this one as well. I don't know, that avant-garde or whatever, but it was the I hope I pronounced this right, the Arecibo Observatory, and it was, going to shit down. I don't know if you guys, it was the James Bond movie. I think it was it GoldenEye? I think it was GoldenEye where the guy fell off of there. He fell off of there indeed. Yes, indeed. But you know what? Bear kind of reads through these stories and it's like, okay, what would be good? What would be good news story for kind of come to you guys to talk about a little bit? And, some of them are, hey, this is really good. And other ones are like, I don't know about that. But, when Bear saw this next news story, he says, okay, I think we're going to do that one. And it is Batman Returns controversy explained. Was Penguin anti-Semitic? I don't know. I don't, probably not. Two Columbia University students allege that the Penguin and other elements in Batman Returns carry dangerous anti-Semitic undercurrents. I don't know what's going on with my mouse here. I don't know what's going on. Oh, let me see if it's still, let me see if you people are still in the stream here or not. I tell you what, so I might be just talking to myself here. Might be talking to myself. No, it looks like it's good. All right, there we go. Let's get back to it. Danny DeVito, and his most elegant, his most beautiful image on film there. Yes, indeed. Boy, oh boy. Beer was taking a drink. You gotta say afterwards. Otherwise, people don't know you're taking a drink. Yes. So we begin. It says, now a beloved Batman Returns was met with controversy over Danny DeVito's portrayal of Penguin. Shortly after Tim Burton's Batman movie opened in the summer of 1992, the New York Times published an article by two Columbia University students who alleged that the blockbuster film sustains a number of harmful anti-Semitic tropes. Interesting. I don't remember that when Bear was watching that, but interesting. He goes on. In particular, the two critics identify the Penguin, Danny DeVito, as a Jewish character, a caricature, in Tim Burton's film, which follows up on his 1989 hit Batman. Was a massive commercial success and broke open weekend box office records for its era. The run-on center. Who wrote this? Nicholas. I tell you what. Nicholas. For crying out loud. Mr. Rupert at Screen Rant. I tell you what. Anyways. DeVito's portrayal of the well-known villain does seem to exaggerate compared to the alternate versions of the Penguin. In their Times article, now available now in an archived version from the Gainesville Sun. The Gainesville Sun. Yes, indeed. Bear would read the funnies out of the Gainesville Sun, so that and, it's good for wrapping up fish. Other than that, I don't know. How about that? The Gainesville, the New York Times wouldn't even archive this. That's funny. I find that funny. Authors Rebecca whatever and Daniel Cooper claim that symbolically the Penguin, the Penguin is a Jew, down to his hook nose, pale face, and lust for herring. That actually sounds like Bear. That actually sounds like Bear, yes. Well, maybe not the pale face. Further, I tell you what. Further, the character's hostility ambitions feed towards the stereotype of the Jew who is unathletic and seemingly unthreatened, but who in fact wants to murder every firstborn child of the Gentile community. Well, I think he was going to murder. Everybody, well, all the firstborn children in Gotham there, regardless of the religion. I think, yes, indeed. Although, what's her face and who's her name, stop short of claiming that this film is overly anti-Semitic. It's just slightly anti-Semitic. They argue that these tropes and stereotypes are dangerous nonetheless. Oh, yes. The controversy doesn't end with the Penguin. Who's her face and what's her name point out that Penguin teams up with corrupt businessman Max Schreck as Christopher Walken, whose Jewish-sounding name is borrowed from the actor who first played the first Batman of the silver screen, the vampire, from the classic film Nosferatu. Yes, we all remember that. Further, the two quote-unquote critics purport that the film carries troubling references to openly anti-Semitic composure. Wagner? Come on, Wagner, whatever. Richard Wagner. The Penguin sails the sewers in a giant wooden duck, a parody of the Schwan der whatever from Wagner's The Thing. Jeez, I tell you what. Sometimes Bear gets a little tongue-tied there, but you know what? The wooden duck, that was part of a I think it was wasn't it like a circus or something like that he was at? I mean, it was like a closed-down circus or something. So, no, it had nothing to do. Oh, for crying out loud. It had nothing to do with that. These and other quote-unquote criticisms open up a number of troubling questions for Batman Returns. Like, who are these people and what are they talking about? It's a 2014 article. Southern California Public Radio breaks down the movie brick by brick, defining the Penguin as a warped Moses who ruins multiple Christmas tree lighting ceremonies as more fundamental Christian versus Jew opposition. Oh, for crying out loud. This article points out that, like Die Hard, Batman Return qualifies as Die Hard is not a Christian movie, or a Christmas movie. That's not either. They both came out during the summer, so that doesn't make sense. I don't care what the article makes. I don't care what they point out. Christmas must be saved from a pernicious Jewish stereotype rather than a German terrorist. Potato. Although the article locates some validity and who's her face and what's her name's claims, it also points out that the Anti-Defamation League investigated their analysis and dismissed it as nonsense. Well, no kidding. The Times later published a response from Wesley Strick, the Batman Returns script doctor who is Jewish himself. Expresses dismay in regard to who's her face and what's her name's article, and likens their argument to a Rorschach test implying that the two critics, quote unquote, identify anti-Semitic undertones where none actually exist. And that comes from the guy who actually wrote the script. Oh, for crying out loud. Boy. While it's always possible that Batman Returns contains unintentional No, it doesn't. Much of the controversy seems to... I don't think there was a controversy. That said, the film provides a valuable lesson in regards to the importance of producing complex, three-dimensional villains who can't be reduced to simplistic types. It's the Penguin, for crying out loud. I think the best you can do maybe is kind of like Tim Burton. It was kind of like late 1920s, early 1930s kind of German expressionism type films. So that's kind of the closest that you can come with it. I mean, no, it had nothing to do with a certain, Central European superpower force in the mid-19th century. Yes, indeed. We don't want any comparisons with that. It has been reported that Colin Farrell will play the part, of Penguin in the upcoming reboot of The Batman. And hopefully Hopefully his take on the character will favor depth and complexity over unnecessary controversy. Yes, and also the Batman is like a 110 pound scrawny little boy who could probably get beaten up by the penguin, by Danny DeVito's penguin, probably. So yes, indeed. All right, well that's kind of some of the news stories that Bear had there that just were kind of fun. Some fun stuff there. All right, let's get back. Let's see if the stream is healthy. The stream is healthy. That's good. That's what Bear wants to see. All right, let's get out to that. You click that button. And it goes back here. Very good, very good. All right. Oh, hey, it's P-Money. Good to see you, P-Money. I'm glad you're able to join us here finally. It's actually gone more than 10 minutes without it messing up on me here. So, it's good to see you. Good to see you, P-Money. Antonio, good to see you. Welcome here. And of course, thank you, Nighthawk, for sharing out the stream. Do appreciate that. You gotta go whenever you drink. Otherwise, people don't know that you had a nice glass of water there. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, what we got here, as you can see, we've got our competition, I guess you can say, here with our good friend. Actually, kind of both good friends of the channel here. We've got Matty Ice here with Punchline, and over on the other side there, Chrono Mechanics from our good friend Art Thibert. Got some good stuff there. Actually, after this video, if you get a moment, go ahead and check out Art Thibert's channel. He had a very nice video the other day. Just kind of generally thanking the fans out there in the CG community. So you know what? That's really nice to see, and we do appreciate that, Art. We do appreciate that very much. So if you do get a chance, do go check that out. But right now, oh my gosh, we are in competition between pardon me, burping here, between the two. Yes, indeed. So what we're gonna, let's see. So is that your deck, or do you just squat on a human's home from time to? Yes, indeed. Sometimes we've got people that kind of head outs for certain times. So Bear is just able to kind of come up onto the thing and hey, put on a nice little show here for you. So that's what we're actually outside here. Actually, I can hold on. Let me I'll tilt the camera here. Give me just 1 second. Bear with Bear. So we can kind of there we go. There's the woods. There's the woods. Yes, indeed. And got our nice little basil plant in the back there. Nice to have with some tomatoes from time to time. It's very good. So yes, indeed. So there we are. We actually had kind of it's kind of cloud. I was hoping we were gonna have a really cool sunset, but I think it's gonna be kind of too cloudy. It's been kind of moving in and out most of the day here, so that's a little bit difficult to figure out. Is it going to rain? I wanted to actually do a video yesterday, but it was going to rain, so that's a little hard to do when you're outside and trying to not keep your equipment from getting destroyed. Yes. All right. So anyways, where was Bear? I think I was talking about Chrono Mechanics. Yes, indeed. So we got these two books here. Checked them out both. Actually, I've got the other hard copy, however you talk about it. There we are. Got both of them there. Very good book. Actually, both of them were really, really good. Great artwork in both of them. It's kind of hard to decide which one was the best just based on the artwork. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the chat here. How's mom? Is it possible for your Bear mom to get COVID? Well, it's kind of hard for Bear mom to get COVID when she was shot by a hunter. That's a little bit hard. That kind of nice little reminder of old mom here. Bear kind of keeps that around just a little bit. A little soft spot in Bear's heart. It is. Yes, it is. So no, it's a little bit. I don't even know if bears can get COVID. I think. Oh gosh, I hope I'm not going to get in any trouble, but I think we're immune. Yes, I think. They talked about it. Coming out of a certain place in Eastern Asia, and what was it? It was like a bat or something like that mixed with something, I don't know, a pendulin or something like that. So no, involved with the COVID. None indeed. All right, enough of this jibber jabber about the COVID. We've actually got 2 books to review here. Chrono Mechanics and Punchline. So let's get to that. Let's see. So let's see. Oh, Punchline. Excuse me. Chrono Mechanics. Chrono Mechanics. Yes, indeed. So I think one of the things that I kind of talked about earlier with it, I think in the box opening, if I'm not mistaken, some great stuff. Actually, I think I've got it. Bear with beer for just one moment. And I'm not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. People, I tell you what. I'm not getting a good stream here. So let me see if I can. Pull this up real quick for you. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, let's see if the stream is back here. Otherwise we're gonna have some trouble here. Of course, as soon as Bear says something about the Wu flu, all of a sudden his stream health goes to crap here. Of course it does. All right, let's see if it's still working here. Let's see. I think it's showing up for Bear. I'm gonna just kind of muscle through this, I suppose, but we'll keep an eye on it. Here. I hope everybody is able to hear me and we're not buffering or anything like that. Anyways, one of the cool things that Bear liked about oh, okay. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. It was saying that it was poor on my end, so I was hoping that just kind of pausing for a minute would kind of. There it goes back. Okay, excellent. Got to get a drink of water. Here we are. Anyways, so kind of part of the thing about some of the stuff with Chrono Mechanics was, oh man, I tell you what, the artwork was great. And everything. These are actually some stuff that Bear got. I actually had some more stuff here. Let me see if I can kind of bring them up. And of course the mouse doesn't work. Of course it doesn't. Okay, let me bring these up here. Let's see if I can. Here we are. Let's see if I can kind of click it like this. Well, he's a little hidden there. Anyways, so these are kind of some black and white drawings that Bear was able to get here. One of the things is a little while back. Art was in some kind of a time frame that, speaking of Chrono Mechanics, he was kind of short on time trying to get it out originally and everything. So Bear wanted to help out with the video a little bit and kind of some of the back and forth and everything. Didn't end up doing the main video on the campaign page. I think it was the email. It was the email page that went out that we did the video on, and we were supposed to do another one actually, but it just didn't happen or whatever. But no hard feelings or anything like that. But anyways, was able to kind of some of the back and forth stuff. We're getting some of the raw stuff. So actually, none of these pages are actually in Chrono Mechanics, which we'll get into in just a minute. But I wish some of the characters in there were just a little bit more developed. You've got your alien. What was his name? Zen. You got your alien named Zen. You've got a character here named Oot, who's kind of a Cro-Magnon caveman, and of course you've got Caravaggio. Yes, indeed, kind of a Renaissance type figure there. I guess Leonardo da Vinci type. Raphael type or something like that. Anyways, you got these characters here, but man, oh man, I tell you what, if we can ever get something that has it where, what do they call that? Kind of a virgin line art, the sort of line art and everything. Because one of the things that I didn't like about the Chrono Mechanics actually was just the dialogue. Not that it was bad or anything like that, but it covered up a lot of the artwork, which was great. And, some of the stuff I thought that, got in the way just a little bit. Let me see if I can find another page here. See if I can get rid of these. There we are. Oh, there's a page. I actually had some more pages, but they were in a different format that I can't show on here. So it doesn't show that. Pardon me. Pardon me. Anyways, so Chrono Mechanics here. It was really nice, but sometimes a lot of the dialogue kind of got in the way there of some of the great artwork. So you got this nice little page over here, but some of it was covered up with a little bit of the dialogue. And like you said, would have loved to have seen an option where you get something where it's either black and white or color. It didn't matter. Actually, I thought the color actually came out really good on it. Through some of the kind of back and forth, you could actually see the evolution of some of the color in there as well. So it was pretty cool. But I wish that there was either this black and white or this color version where it was just kind of without some of that stuff. So, like I said, Art is just doing some great stuff here with what he has. Kind of doing a new style as well, kind of this sort of animation. What was it? Some sort of French-inspired animation style that he's trying out here. I think it works. I think it works with what he's doing and everything. But the book got a little bit long. Some of the stuff in the beginning, you're just trying to set up the character. Actually, that was one of the issues that Bear had with the video, was just trying to figure out the character of Doug. Actually, all the characters, but kind of settled on Doug because it's a little bit easier to get across and everything. So, some of that's, I wish it would have just focused on Doug at the very beginning, and then, poof, all of a sudden he's in, I forget if it was in the past or if it was in the future, but they were trying to help out the Chrono Mechanics. One of their members was killed, so they needed to get in somebody real quick. So they picked up Doug without kind of vetting him or anything like that. So he gets thrust into the future without really knowing anything about it, and then all of a sudden, the other characters kind of go off on kind of a side mission, kind of leaving Doug alone, and they have people from this sort of Chrono Mechanics headquarters. They kind of tap in remotely, I suppose, to the ship to try to figure out what's going on and everything. So there's some stuff at the very beginning that I kind of wish that they kind of waited and kind of talked about kind of a little bit later, and just kind of jumped in with Doug a little bit. And then also, I'll bring him back up here, but they had the different characters here where, like he said, none of these pages were in the book, so we didn't really get kind of too much of the backstory between any of the characters. They just kind of popped and appeared. And the other thing was they kind of were generally the same sort of character arc, I suppose. They had it was basically people taking out of time, or I don't know, an alien, I suppose, as well, taking out of their timeline where they were kind of the sort of cream of the crop or the best. So Doug was, a rocker. He's kind of the best rocker, and of course you had the best caveman and all that other stuff. So they kind of had the same kind of similar story arc, and I kind of wish some of the characters just kind of had their own sort of characteristics a little bit about it. One of the good things was they kind of had their own sort of dialogue or way of talking, so Caravaggio over there, he's a speaker like this, like an Italian, and, sort of Uti kind of, grunts and groans and sort of stuff. And then you've got Zen, who's kind of a little bit more of kind of a new age, I suppose, kind of a new age kind of character. So they kind of had their different dialogue stuff, so you can kind of tell some of that. But other than that, kind of some of the same characters and everything. So artwork just by itself from the great Art Thibert, you can't beat that. But at the same time, the story, I thought in Punchline over here was a lot better, and still some great stuff from Art Thibert. Nothing to be disappointed about. I think they're actually going to try and do this with a sort of an animation. I don't know, like Amazon or Netflix or something like that. So, hey, that's something to look out for. But just kind of judging between the two, I think I like Punchline just a little bit better. Just kind of based on the story and everything. Got to get a drink. Ah, yes. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm neglecting the chat here. neglecting the chat. Let's see. I read Punchline digitally on Comixology. Haven't read it physically though. I'm curious how it holds up to other comics. Oh, it's fun. Oh, I love the Bear got the hardcover here. So I don't know how people reacted to the. I never got the floppy cover, but yeah, here we go. We got the some good stuff there. Nice stuff there, and let's see. I'll open it up for you here. Just show a little bit. I hope it focuses. Let's see. There's a good page. There we are. Let's see if we can see that. There we are. So yeah, it really holds up. The color came out really good. Yeah, it's kind of more of a flat one there. Let's see if there's another one there. There we are. Ta-da! Very cool. Very cool character. Oh gosh, what was her name? For crying out loud. I know it's Jessie, but I'm trying to remember her name. Versima, I think it was. Anyways, very cool character. Very cool characters. Kind of a realistic, I guess, superhero story. They talk a little bit about what is it? The Greek gods. So it's a little bit kind of Greek god powers that are kind of blessed upon humans that have kind of went through the ages through there. And you've got one character. What was it? Mel. I think it was Mel. Let's see if I can see it. This character right here. There we go. On the side there. You had Mel there, who was had been injured, and comes across Jess there, and Mel kind of gives her power over, and that's how you get. Trying to remember the name of it. Versima is the name of the character. So it's kind of a lot. The very first Sam Raimi Spider-Man. So you get kind of the sort of origin story out of everything. So that was pretty cool about that. And they just got different ideas about it and everything. So I thought the story was really very interesting and kind of how they kind of came about it and everything. And just basically real characters and everything. And of course, I tell you what, Mathew Weldon. I mean, the first one was good. The second one was even better. You can just kind of see the progression of his art style and everything. And, just kind of looking at some of the stuff that he had. God, I wish I would have picked up Psycho 66. That looked pretty cool. But what is it coming up? Monster Hunt. That's right. Monster Hunt. He's doing that. And man, oh man, I tell you what, that's looking good. And also Tadia, that's right, was some good stuff. Yes, indeed. Oh, for crying out loud, poor YouTube. I tell you what. What are you doing to me here? What are you doing to me now? But anyways, I don't know if you're able to hear this or if it's coming through at all, but yes, I really, really did like that. Really did enjoy it and everything. And for crying out loud. Okay, is it back? Are we back? Are we back with YouTube? Please be back. I tell you what. Okay, excellent health. Okay, I hope you all are in excellent health. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I tell you what, Bear almost got it the other day. Bear almost got it. Might not have been here for this live video. Yes. Okay. So let's see. I've read Punchline digitally on. Yes. Okay. Curious how it holds up. It was great. It was great. I would recommend it. P Money, if you get the chance to check it out. I like the hardcover. I like the hardcover. Some people like the other, but the hardcover came out pretty good. Let's see. It's fine. Thank you. P Money says we hear you. I sure hope so. Did you order Shi? According to my tracking number, I should get mine by Thursday. I think you're talking about the first one, P Money. Yes. Yeah. Bear got Shi. I haven't read it. Okay. So, okay. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing for Bear. So I ordered. I had to get it really fast. Because they sold out on Zombie Samba, the sketch cover. So went ahead, got the sketch cover for Shi. It's like, all right, got my sketch cover. So wait a little bit and says, hey, let's, I don't know, Billy might have had a stream or something like that. So I was like, yeah, let's check it out again. So I went to go get it and thought that I was getting the covers. Well, I ended up getting the prints instead. I clicked on the wrong one. So instead of getting a number of different comics that I could read, I ended up getting a bunch of prints instead. So the only one that I could read was the sketch cover, which I still haven't even taken out of the packaging yet, because of course, Billy Tucci, Shi. I mean, that I think that'll be nice down the road sometime. So no, I haven't. I haven't read Shi, unfortunately. I feel embarrassed about that, but I tell you what, all the artwork and the prints. Oh man, the prints were actually great. I tell you what, but yeah, that's one of the great things about Shi. A couple other ones as well. Let's see, what did I also get that with? Anyways, I've gotten a couple of them from different artists where they'll put on the tracking number and everything, and that's really great. Bear can kind of stand out there and kind of wait by the mailbox there for the postman to come up, rather than just kind of bumping into him on occasion. So that's some good stuff. Anyways, do enjoy that. Any artists out there that have any stuff coming out, do make sure you do that extra little thing there where you can do the tracking on there. That's really helpful, and kind of some good customer service and everything. Actually got a tracking the other day for some stuff that we got. I think it was last week, maybe the week before, I forget. From one of the Saturday night auctions. I almost said Friday night auctions. The Saturday night auctions got a nice little piece from Gary Shipments that should be coming in. So look forward to that. I always like Mathew Weldon stuff, and there doesn't seem to be enough Weldon comics out there, is the main reason I bought Tadia for the Weldon art. Oh, there went my light. Oh, well. Yes. Yeah, I don't know anything about, what's his name, Quinn? The guy who wrote the book, I think his name is Quinn. Quinn. Trying to spit it out. Yeah, definitely Mathew Weldon's art, for sure. For sure. And man, I tell you what, I really kicking myself. I'm kicking myself. The Psycho 66 that we were just talking about, the line art stuff. If art can do something with Chrono Mechanics like they did with the Psycho 66 one, I tell you what, that would be lights out. That would be great. They still hear me. Thank God. I don't know what's going on. I'll check, like, before I come online, I'll check, see if I've got a good signal and everything. And, oh, yeah, you got a good signal. Great. And get ready to go do something, and it just goes to crap. So, I don't know. It's one of these things, It's not like I can just kind of come out and say, hey, let's just do a stream, click, go, bye. No, we're outside. I got some equipment to set up, and then, kind of... how shall I put this? Borrowing some Wi-Fi from another neighbor here. So, all this stuff's got to kind of come together a little bit. And, it gets a little hard sometimes. The Wi-Fi signal through the trees just doesn't work. So, let's see. Yes, I wanted to read Shi before I decide whether or not to back Tucci's next Shi campaign. Am I right? The next Shi campaign is already running. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. He made something like 60,000 and like... I forget when he started, but man, oh man, he rocketed up there. Yeah, no, I checked out the second campaign. I probably, like I said, I want to be able to read it. So, yeah, no, I would recommend it. You can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with Billy Tucci. No, you can't. And like he's, actually, yeah, that was another one where, you already talked about it. But yeah. Tracking. That's some great stuff. I had to make tough decisions today, though. I can't... this is one of the things. I wanted to check out Lone Star. I haven't checked out Lone Star just yet. But like you, like everybody else, I think that one kind of came at the wrong time just because, Black Friday and everything. I wanted to do the secret tier, if we can say that. But it was a time expiring one, which I think is a bad idea. I think if you're going to offer that, you should just offer it for the entire campaign. But so that's the reason I haven't checked out, a couple other things as well. So, yeah, tough decisions all around. Watering my throat. Let's see. I'm sorry. I need to finish that thought. I had to make a tough decision today, though I can't back any Indiegogo campaigns from Dynamite. They screwed up my campaign order twice, and they still haven't resolved it. Which one is Dynamite? I'm not sure. Is that the one that they did the variant covers with? Was that the one with the, what was it, the vampire lady? Vampirilla? Was that Vampirilla? I don't know. I don't know P Money. I never got anything from him, so I couldn't tell you. I ordered a Vampirilla lithograph signed by Mindy Wheeler. A non-signed one was $30. A signed one was $70. First, they sent the comic, and I had to tell them I ordered a lithograph, so they sent a lithograph not signed. Well, I don't know if you would go through Indiegogo or if that would, because they're their own little kind of setup there. So I don't know if they would have to kind of handle the order, or if that would be a thing to go through Indiegogo. I would take some pictures of it, and also maybe get your either backer number or the sort of order information, and see if they can kind of rectify it, all that sort of stuff. That's kind of the downside of sending, the comic in one shipment and the extras in another shipment. I think that's why, some of the stuff got delayed a little bit, because some of the artists are trying to bundle it all together and everything. So, yeah. So I told Mindy she's going to send me something signed by her. I just got to pay shipping. Oh, there you go. That's cool. So that's nice of her, but definitely sours me on Dynamite. I couldn't tell you much about Dynamite. Don't really know much about him. If it was the one with the Vampirilla stuff, I think there was some sort of falling out behind that. And what was it? They canceled Cecil's cover and all that sort of stuff. So, I don't have any love for him. So that's just me. I think. I don't know. I don't want to get into it too much with that. But the Vampirilla covers, they never really excited me. So, and I really wasn't interested in the character itself. Definitely some of the artists that came out and wanted to do stuff, and hey, make a little bit extra on the side. I don't have a problem with that at all. It was just, I think it was CG's way of trying to get into the industry door, and the sort of movement doesn't need that. They've got the direct market. Push comes to shove, check out what the Red Rooster folks are doing. What's that? Mitch Breitweiser. He's got his comic in Walmart. Still waiting on Red Rooster. Hopefully he'll get here, but. Yeah, so that's really cool. That's really cool that she was able to do that, and you're able to get something signed by her. That's great. And just got to do a little bit of shipping there, so that's cool. Sometimes that stuff just gets mixed up. That actually, I tell you what, we'll get into it a little bit here. That's actually what happened with Punchline. That's why I didn't get it right away. There was an issue. There was some sort of issue in there with Indiegogo where some of the shipping information didn't go through. So they sent out an email, I think, but I don't recall getting it, or if I did, I just kind of skipped past it or something like that. Anyways, it didn't get to me on time. So it was one of these things where I was talking with Weldon. I just happened to mention it. I just says, hey, what's the deal with Punchline? He's like, yeah, they already went out. It should have got to you. So I think they sent out another email just kind of reminding everybody, and I think it came in within a week, maybe a week and a half of me talking with him. So yeah, first off, good on Maddie. Good on Bill as well. Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, sometimes stuff like that happens. I'm still, don't tell Mike this, I'm still waiting on the Meg. There was something that happened there as well. I got the For the Troops tier, and I think all my copies went to the troops or something like that. So I don't bug him about it. We kind of went back and forth on an email one time about it, but stuff like that happens. Stuff like that happens, and you just got to be kind of on the ball with it as far as with the artist or the shipper or something like that. Yes, you do. All right. You gotta go. So I told Mindy oh, okay. Yes. I don't want to get into it either much. I just needed someone who likes crowdfunding comments like me to vent. Oh, yeah, sure. No problem. No problem, P Money. That's fine. That's fine. Sometimes, hey, you never know who comes on Bear's live streams to check them out. And, I kind of want this to kind of be the place where, not so much venting or anything like that, but hey, you got an issue, you got a problem, something like that. Hey, let's see if we can get it solved. Not that we're blaming one side or the other or anybody's, at fault or any, stuff happens. Stuff happens all the time, in these, how they say, troubling times, they just do. So, yes. All right. Is my stream is still excellent. Thank God. This is actually probably one of the longest times I went without it messing up on me. Yeah. All right. Well then. Okay. So anyways, in the interest of time here, we're just going to crown Punchline the winner. Yes, it is. But pardon me, I got the burps here. There we go. There we are. Anyways, Punchline definitely the winner out of the two here, but hey, nothing against Chrono Mechanics, doing some great stuff there. Actually, this is kind of the theme for the I guess I don't know if we're doing a face-off type review here, but I think that's what we're starting to do, I suppose. So the first one, it was oh gosh, who was it that we had up there? It was Shipman and there goes the L's. It was Shipman and who was it? Narwhal. That's right. It was Narwhal that won. So kind of the youth that are coming up and nipping on the heels of the pros out there. Yeah, there goes the owl. I tell you what, there's an owl out there. I don't know if we can hear that, but I tell you what. I guess the sun is setting and okay. Now all the clouds. I tell you what, all the clouds part now. Now that the sun's probably already set. I tell you what, I was trying to look at this. I'm trying to do kind of a nice little sunset here. And of course it kind of looks kind of washed out. I don't know. All right. Well, I think with that, everybody, we're pretty much out of time here with what we got going on. I want to thank everybody that came by and commented and hey, giving Bear a thumbs up and everything. Hey, it was fun. Want to keep trying to do these as well, but again, it's it's hit or miss sometimes with the signal. I tell you what, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and also the rain here as well. So I'll tilt the camera up. Let's see if we can get some sort of. No, not really. Not really. Still kind of cloudy. I don't know about that. I actually did some kind of sunset videos. I don't know if I'm going to upload those or not. Kind of, I don't really go with the channel, but it kind of is neat, some stuff like that. So, anyways, tried to do that as well for you guys. But hey, we'll keep trying to do these live streams. Maybe do some more back-to-back stuff here between different comics and everything. Dude. All right. Oh, thank you, P Money. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you guys coming by and checking out the channel and everything. Really do. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe if you already haven't subscribed, and hey, sharing out as well. Do appreciate that. Shout out to the Nighthawk. He came in, he shared, and he left. Very, very brief. Very brief. Yes, indeed. Upload them. Yes, I should. I did not. Gosh, I should have. I should have recorded this and then upload. Oh, you meant the sunset ones. Okay, I'll do that. I was actually playing around with This gets technical. It's super silly and super boring, but it was a different codec to encode your video in. So I was trying that out, and kind of doing an ASMR thing as well. So just doing some different experiments. But man, oh man, trying to encode it in the H.265 if you're interested. Man, that just took forever. So I don't know how many of those I'm gonna do, but yeah, I'll go ahead and upload those. I'll go ahead and upload those for you, Anthony, and we'll have some nice little nature stuff. It's out there by the river, so you get to check out the river as well, and all the wildlife. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, once again, hey, thanks everybody. I do appreciate you guys coming out and checking out the video, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Grrrr!